week 14 of the Margarete Miller Challenge. Let's light my candle in this effort to slow down. There we are. And I found this solitary little flower today sitting at the bottom of my bin. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it, but let's have a look. Alright, let's get started. Move those out the way. Just put them over there so that I can still see them. This is very fragile, so I might be able to put it down with some Mod Podge. Alright, let's have a little look at what we've got going on here. Okay, so we've got a border or frame. So I had, this was in a magazine, and you can see it's got leaves already on it, which kind of fits our theme as well. So that may or may not be used. A handwritten measurement. So I've got a little piece of paper here with 29 centimeters written on it. And something with a lid or cover. So I've already fussy cut a little pot out there from a garden scene, and I might just add a handle and a little knob at the top. And front or back of a playing card. So I've got either to use. That's quite pretty, that one. And then a leaf or leaves. So I've got a real leaf from the gum tree out the front of my garden, or I also just painted some leaves in this, that colour's called Olive from Kaiser in Australia, but I really love it. And they've already dried, so I might fussy cut them, or that might be my frame. Not 100% sure yet, but let's get started. I need to cover over this page as well. There we are. Let's have a little bit of a play. So we'll put our prompts there like we normally do, just so we can keep it in mind. So I'm just going to have a little play and see what I think will look good. Maybe that on an angle would be better. There was this illustration that was in a magazine, so I've just kind of, because I really like the stitching down the side. It's not real stitching, I don't know, it might be. Kind of like the word garden as well in there. I like how that looks down the side there. And there's the other half of it there. So I may or may not use that. Let's see how we go. Got my little something with a lid or cover. And my front or back of a playing card. So it might be nice to use this side maybe. Just sticking out there. I don't know if I'll end up using the real leaf, or whether I'll just use my leaves in the background. This also has leaves on it. That's the other part of that. I had a little bit more of a play, and I think I will use the leaf, and I've managed to put that down there, which I think looks quite nice. So what I might do is just sort of rip or something around those couple of leaves up there and just ink the edges. So anyway, that's what I've decided, something like that. And I kind of like the stitching that is on these ones here. So I think Now this has to go down first, this one here. So, about there. Got myself a wee ditty glue stick for this week. I always feel like the glue stick is huge. And then the playing card was next. Actually, I probably should have just slightly darkened the edges of that as well. Just do it quickly now. Just gives a, you don't see that much of it, but right, and this is going down here. Yep. I think that's going to look better at the top with an uneven edge rather than a straight edge. Hoping it will look all right. I think it will. Yes, I think I had it on an angle like that, which I quite like now that this is not. That could probably do with being a little pointier. Just going to rip that away a bit. That's better. Sort of follows the shape of the leaves better. That's better. Okay, happier with that. And this is going on an angle. But my other pieces, this and my measurement, all have to go under here. So I might just put this in place here with just a little bit of glue there. Just to hold it, and then I can maneuver the other pieces around. Yep, that's good. All right, let's grab my measurement. Also looks like it needs a little bit of something. Okay, all right, let's see if we can slot that in now. Where do we have that? I think I wanted the garden signage, didn't I? I think that goes with the theme nicely. And then I think I had that coming up over the frame like that. I think that will be good. Alright, let's get a little bit of glue onto that. Let's see where we go from there. So it finally rained here. Goodness me. Talk about a long hot summer. I was so over it. Felt like I was going to bake Saturday night. We're watching the telly, and next thing you know, we hear all these loud bangs, and it turns out it was it was hail. Goodness me, hail. Talk about from one extreme to the other. Nothing for months and months and months. Just heat and sun. And then next thing you know, we've got hail. Seems to be a bit like that though, doesn't it? All or nothing. I just wanted that garden sign there. I think that looks quite cute. And then the stitching coming down here, which is nice. Alright, what was next? My little pot. And that is the right colour as well. I kind of like it on the same angle as the arrow that I've drawn on there. So let's stick that one down. Yep, I'm happy with that. That's good. Now, I'm thinking that the leaf, the real leaf, would look nice there. Sort of coming off the page a little bit. So let me get the rest of my frame stuck down to make sure everything stays in place. Yeah, I'm glad I made those leaves pointy up the top there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now for the real leaf, I might need some Mod Podge because it doesn't sit flat. But I do like it, so let's get some of that going. The trouble is you guys are probably going to have to wait for it to dry before I can show you the end result. Need quite a bit so that it'll stick flat to the page. But it'll give it like a 3D effect, which will be nice. How did I have it? Like that, I think. Yep. Right, I'm just going to put something heavy on that. Probably the Mod Podge container. And just let it stick down for a minute. I don't want it popping up. Right. Leave that there for a minute. There we go. Let's have a look. Yep, great. Probably do with a little bit longer, but it'll be all right for now. I can do that off camera. Great. All right. So now we just need to finish off and add a little bit of ink or something around it. Yeah, it's all stuck down nicely. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. That's great. All right, let me get some paint splatter. Yeah, I think a little bit of green, I think. Oh, and I'm going to draw on the handles, wasn't I? So let's just use a black pen here and give the teapot a little bit of a handle. Because it was the edge of a page. So we can't have it having no handle, can we? And I think a little knob at the top here will be good. Yeah, that's better. Just gives it a little bit more definition. Probably could have even been a little bit bigger, but that'll do. That's good. Has the desired effect. There we go. Alright, let's get some paint. Put a little bit on there. It is just, oh, it is an acrylic. There you go. Make it a wee bit runny. Let's see. But I might need to add a little bit of green, I think. Yes, I think it's going to be too white. Alright, let me grab the green. So this is the one I used on the leaves. It's the Kaiser Colour Olive. I really like this colour. It's awesome. Let me just mix a bit with that and see. And if it doesn't work out the right kind of colour that I want, yep. Alright, let's cover over what we don't want splattered. I've got a tissue here. Don't want garden splattered. Let's just try on the outside first and just see. Big splodges. Ooh, I'm glad I put the tissue up. That's the paint dry, and in the end I like the big splotches, so that's good. Now I thought it might just need something, just a little word or something, so I've got this magical little box that I just cut words out of from magazines and stuff. But I found this one here, You Are My Sunshine, and I quite like that to go with the sort of gardening theme. So I'm just going to cut it a little bit there, and I'm thinking along here like this. Okay, now we can stick it down. I think it just helps to break up that checkerboard kind of look going around the frame. as well. There, that's it. So let's bring you up close. All right. There we have it. So, a border or frame, we've got that border that I cut out the picture from. A handwritten measurement, we've got a handwritten measurement just there. Something with a lid or cover, we've got our little teapot. Front or back of a playing card, so you've got the front there, just peeking out. And leaf or leaves, so we've got our real leaf, we've got our leaves here, and also the ones that I drew myself and painted in the background. So there we go. All done for this week. So I hope you have a wonderful week and you manage to dream, hope, believe, and most of all, slow down and enjoy your crafting, because that's what it's all about. So I'll see you for the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. See you later. Bye-bye.